What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This time I'm in a tank top because it is sitting in the parking lot of a store here recently. The truck's read 91 degrees. I don't think it's 91 degrees out here, but it's definitely in the mid to lower 80s. And we are in a warming trend now, and we're going to kind of cool back down again and then warm back up again. So North Carolina weather. But thank you for tuning in. I am stinking hot. We just got back. It's a Sunday when we're filming this one. Me and my wife went to, I lost my 9-iron on the golf course the other day, so I had to go, and somebody, fortunately, praise God, turned it in. So thank you to whoever that honest person was that found it. So we picked it up. We ate a bite of lunch after church there at the golf course, and then we shot over to Lowe's, which is a complete madhouse. Mulch galore going on carts. I saw people hauling 30 bags of mulch, and I'm like, good gosh. So we walked in, and the purpose of us being over there, I want to share with you here in a moment, but it was stinking hot. So I apologize for the attire. Normally I'm not out here. I'm not trying to show off or anything. It's just, it's hot as crap today. The sun is just beating down. First sweat just standing here of the year. So we're jumping in this because we're going to do a little lawn project in the lawn, and it's going to change the way the lawn looks for a while, hopefully. So let me share the details with you with what we decided to purchase here at Lowe's. So guys, we have I think with killing off some of the weeds in the lawn over here with the Roundup, I accidentally killed that small Japanese maple. So it was given to us. It was free. We didn't pay for it. So we got another one. So that was the purpose of today. We figured, hey, this thing should be having leaves. It hasn't had it. I think last year probably got killed. So we bought another one at Lowe's. This one is specifically a blood good Japanese maple that takes full sun. 6+ hours direct sunlight. There was several Japanese maples, but a lot of them was part sun. I am not a plant and tree knowledge base at all, so please take everything I say with a grain of salt unless I'm reading it off the card. But we have the actual card here. You get this at Lowe's. This was $109 for this tall one, which is about 6'5", it looks like. And so it's a fairly new one. It's supposed to get up to 15 feet high and 20 feet wide. We talked about, where we want to put this thing. I want to take you off of the little tripod here for a moment. So it's a beautiful looking tree. Again, it's about 6'5" or so. Anyways, if you guys that have been around the channel know, we tried to stick one on the edge of this. We cut this out right here. It looks kind of trashy right now, I know. We've got mulch, we got rocks. She's got some hostas that come up back here behind all this. It's kind of just a junk area. You kind of see it from the road here. But nobody's looking directly down on it. So anyways, we put that Japanese maple right here, and many of you is like, hey, it's a little too close. It might be close. I actually enjoyed seeing that little tree, but it was probably a little bit too close to the house. So we're not going to do that again. We've talked about, as a future project, possibly cutting this off, taking this and going down right here and then squaring this off and maybe doing something else here and cutting this grass out. That may be something in the future, but what we've decided on with the Japanese maple is going over here. So I just took some regular old spray paint and put a little circle here. So that's kind of where we're aiming to throw it in the ground. So why would we put it here? Well, if you've been around the channel, you guys know the first areas during May into all the way up until August to stress out is right here. This area always stresses out. We've done hydrotane, we've done hydrate, we've done all the things to try to prevent it. So clearly it could use some shade. And so that's the mentality behind putting it right here. Now, when we look up, obviously we said it only gets 15 feet tall. So it's not massive, but you see the gumballs right here. So it may mean that down the road in several years when this thing grows, if I fortunately don't kill it, we need to either trim these branches of gumballs off or just completely get rid of that tree. However, the only reason I wouldn't get rid of the tree is because it does provide shade. in these areas. And as you guys can see, if I just kind of go up in the air, you can see we don't have any real leaves on the trees right now. So this whole backyard, as nice as it's looking, it's lush, it's green, it's fertilized. I just mowed it yesterday, did the side-to-side mode for the first time. We've not really got the pattern going on in the lawn yet, but it looks phenomenal. But as we get leaves on the trees, then it may start to hinder the health of the actual grass back here because of shade. However, you know, this over here, if we put this thing in the ground, it may look, you know, it may help it to survive. Maybe it doesn't stress out as much not having full sun all day, every day in the summer of North Carolina. So that's the goal. That's what we're going to try. We can always move it. We can always fill it back in, grow more grass. That's no problem. So that's our thoughts. So that's what we're going to do. So we've already spray painted it out. So I'm just going to take my little edge around it, dig out the grass, dig a hole, throw it in, and later on we'll throw some mulch around it. We did get one, I did mulch the front, which I failed to mention as well, I think. I can't remember if I told you guys that or not. So anyways, we're going to try to get this in the ground, and we'll just, it's very hot, so the camera may cut off. We may not have a lot of footage, but it's just a little video we could throw forward on this Wednesday to show you a little lawn project we're working on. So I know I'm trying to talk to the camera so the mic here can pick up because I don't have the DJI on. But look at the size of these plugs. The sod. Pretty heavy, but so we're going to try to transplant this somewhere. But I wanted to show you, and I'll try to talk loud when I turn you away from me. Look what's under here. Nothing but solid rock. Gravel, like from when they did the construction, clearly. But yeah, so hopefully you can see that. But that's why this area always stresses out near the bank. It's just pretty much probably gravel. That's clod, but yeah, big old rocks in here. So hopefully the Japanese maple is able to overcome some of that gravel and get its roots deep in the ground. But that's what we've talked about here on my property in the past. When you're seeing the areas that stress out first, it's because the roots aren't deeply rooted. So why? Because we have gravel and stuff like that in the yard buried. That's one of the reasons, you know, when Pete came in, he put all new dirt down. He can stick a probing rod straight in his turf. A lot of us can't do that. So anyways, just wanted to show that while we continue digging the hole and getting the Japanese maple in the ground. So big shout out to my wife for her help making it half the time of what it was. But there we go. We got Mr. Bloodgood Japanese maple into the ground. Looks pretty good. New spot. Gonna look weird for a while. Let me adjust the camera here with this tripod. But yeah, it'll take some time to get used to mowing around this. And what I need to do that I failed to do on the one on the side front yard is extend out the ring around the trees as they grow. As you're trying to push the mower underneath the limbs, you're not supposed to do that. Expand the tree ring so you don't have to fiddle with the limbs being in your way. So I need to be on top of that. Of course, we need a little more mulch probably here, but yeah. Looks pretty nice. I'm hoping this thing will rapidly grow. We obviously put some, I think it's Epsom, if I'm not mistaken, fertilizer that was recommended by the interwebs and people on the interwebs. So hopefully it'll look good, man. So very nice, very happy. Job done on this lovely Sunday afternoon with my wife. Is a little more hectic using that edger than I remember. And man, the rocks that we pulled out into this wheelbarrow, rocks city everywhere. So now I'm not going to film this portion, but what we're going to end up doing is I don't like to waste good grass, man, that good GCI turf. So I think what I'm going to try to do with some of this Poa annua up here that we were working on with the Velocity is try to take it out with the flat shovel, like on the edge right here. Why not? Try to take out just like a little small section or strip here, and then throw in these really good grass plugs of really good grass. Maybe not all of it, because, you know, I'm not trying to kill myself today, but like here's a perfect little strip, and just substitute some of the trash for good GCI grass. So unless I find somewhere else to put it. But yeah, like on the edge of the driveway where we've been working, you know, the temptation is to do right there in front of the white pot where we've been, but I want to save that for the Velocity PM when we do that spray next Friday, or this coming Friday. We're working on seeing how it changes. But all in all, you can see the mow that we did yesterday. The front yard looks great. There's weeds a little bit scattered within it, but hopefully we can get these plugs put somewhere. And yeah, happy Wednesday to you guys. Hope y'all have a great week, and we'll catch you on the next one. God bless.